Uh-oh. Hello everyone. For some reason, my camera is refusing to work, so let's see if we can get this sorted out quick. No, that ain't right. Uh-oh. Oh wait, I know what's going on. I bumped the button, so if I press this, boom! Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. How are we all doing? Everyone had a week. Everyone is alive from the week. Everyone made it here. Where's the Tekken 8 stream? I think next week might be the Tekken 8 stream. Next week is the week before the Leaside Collision fighting game tournaments, so I think I might do some training on stream. How did you really break your finger, John? Okay, so this is something I wanted to talk about on stream. I have broken my finger. It was an accident in training. Basically, I went for a match. It was like I think it was like a 3-minute match, and it was cool because there was another blue belt, double stripe, 2-stripe in from another club, and that's my rank. And it's really cool being able to fight like other people who you've never fought before who are your rank, because it's the closest you'll get to fighting in a tournament without actually fighting in a tournament. So I was like, okay, let's see how me and this dude compare. Let's see how this goes. And listen, I gotta say, I feel like I'm always pretty transparent on these streams about when I get my ass kicked and when I do not. And I will say, I did not get my ass kicked this fight. I felt real fucking good about my performance and how this all went. So match is over. I stand up and I walk back to like the wall. And then I look at my hand and I'm like, oh, that's not right. And my finger is literally, it's like this. At the tip, it's at like a right angle, and I can't straighten it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so like I push it back up, and it just flops over again. And I'm like, oh no. So then I go around to like the different people in the club, and I'm like, you ever seen this? What the fuck is this? And everyone's like, what is that? Yeah. So I start to realize that I think my hand is pretty fucked up. So I fight 3 more times that class because I know my finger is broken, and I know that once Michelle hears about this, once my mom hears about this, once several different women in my life hear about this, they're all going to be like, well, you can't fight for another fucking like 4 weeks or something. So I just like, okay, fuck it, let's just roll with the broken finger. It's fine, it'll be fine. And it was fine. Later on, the doctor instructed me that that was not fine, and that was a stupid thing to do. But you see, this is my problem with doctors, and honestly most scientists. Science is kind of subjective. It's especially medical science. It's very much like whatever you kind of feel, man. You know? So personally, I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I think maybe it's the failure of the doctor to be more open-minded. Chat, that's a correct way of thinking, I'm guessing, right? Science was wrong. Yeah, no, I think so. I think so. I took a photo of the broken finger, and I will say it's not exactly a pleasant photo, but would you guys like to see? Will it ever be right again? So basically, the doctor told me that I'd have to miss 6 to 8 weeks of training. Okay, I'll show you guys the broken finger in a second, but I'm gonna give people warnings so that they can look away if they want to. The doctor told me that I'd miss 6 to 8 weeks of training, and I think she could tell that my attitude was like, no, I think I'm just gonna go back to training and it'll be fine. So at one point she kind of looks at me and she's like, if you don't do this, your hand is going to be malformed for the rest of your life. And I was like, oh no, she's appealing to my vanity. And so it looks like this is where I am. I was really worried it was going to slow me down with work. It hasn't really. I can still work fine. I just have to be kind of careful. I did weights yesterday because now I'm just back to doing weights and running. And it was my first time doing it with the injured hand. And so I was lifting everything on my left hand kind of like that. And really fucked up my hand. Oh my god. I was so sore yesterday. So, okay. I'm going to pull up this photo. Sometimes I feel bad because I'm bad at writing back to people's messages. But I'm bad because I get I get about 10 or 20 messages a day from people and I try to write back to everyone. But I get real social burnout as well, and then I just don't want to talk to people. But then the problem is my real life friends will be like, why don't you ever fucking write back? It's because I'm tired! Okay. Chat, I'm going to instruct everyone who is a little squeamish to maybe look away, because I don't think you want none of this. So start looking away now, and I will tell you when it's safe to turn back, okay? Okay. I am now switching over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there she is. Little broken Doris, I call her. Yeah, it's pretty fucked. It's not great. It's not great. I didn't even feel it when it happened. It just like it basically just Chat's reaction's so good. Is that what it looked like before you chose to? This is after I kept fighting. I don't think I damaged it any worse after more fights. Yeah, so I didn't. Okay, I'm taking that off now. And I'm gonna close it. So anyone who's a bit squeamish, you are now safe. That's it. I don't think I damaged it any worse with the extra rolls. But I was on a roll. Oh, but I just had some shit to work out, and I like to roll. What can I say? Not my finest decision, but I did it, and it felt great. But so I didn't feel it at all when it happened. I literally looked down, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucked up." Got the Harvest Man finger. Oh god. So now I am faced with the prospect of having to enter a fighting game tournament with a broken finger. So still not sure what we're gonna do, but you know what, we're gonna try and work it out. The final gamer broke his finger before the tournament, so others have a chance. How generous. Okay, look, I'm gonna be real, chat. I broke my own finger. I realized that a fighting game tournament was coming up, and I said, the final gamer, even the most perfect artificial intelligence is no match for the final gamer. Fallible human squish brains stand no chance unless... And I snapped my own finger because it was the only honorable thing to do. Little video update. As of today, I have finished the rough draft, the rough cut of the hour and 40-minute video that I think is going to be called The Bizarre World of Fake Video Games. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to watch back the rough cut Monday morning, and I think it's going to take a lot of fixes. I think we probably have another 2 to 3 weeks left in this thing. I'm pumped. This is going to be a weird video. It's going to be a weird video about some stuff that I don't see that many people talk about. I'm not going to be talking about a lot of like the famous fake video games. I want to talk about kind of some of the weirder stuff, and I'm real excited. I'm real fucking excited. Oh, that book you talked about on Versus Wolves. That book is the last half hour, the last 30 minutes of the 90-minute video. So we talk about a lot of weird and wild shit in this video, and I think it's really cool. For comparison's sake, what's a normal video? It depends what you mean by normal. I don't think a definition exists of a normal video for me now. But to me, a normal video is like 40 to 50 minutes in length. And I do have 2 40 to 50 minute videos planned after this one. But this one, it just turned into a bit of a beast. And when I was editing like the final parts of it today, I've been doubting it all week. I've been like, I think this is a stupid video. I don't think I should have done this. I think I'm going to finish this and it's going to be fucking garbage and no one's gonna give a shit, you know, because that's just how I speak to myself when I'm making videos, you know. And I was editing the final bits. So I was like, no, this is cool. This is a cool video. It's gonna be weird. We're gonna talk about a bunch of wild shit in it, but I think it's something that people are gonna dig. Okay. Anyway, that is the future. I want to talk about now. I want to talk about what we're doing this afternoon. Originally the plan was to play Illbleed, and we are going to play Illbleed today. Illbleed is a game that I have been fascinated with from a distance for the longest time. Way back in the day, I found a channel called Super Great Friend, and Super Great Friend was an LP channel, and I watched their entire Illbleed Let's Play. I bet that was like maybe 10 years ago now, like some just ridiculous amount of time, okay? It was a really long time ago, and I never played it myself, except I have played through the first 40-ish minutes twice, and I wanted to use this stream as a chance to just fucking dive in there and just get really weird with it. So that was the only plan for this stream, except during the weekends, I downloaded a game called RZ Secret of Faramore. Is anyone in chat familiar with this game? Okay. A few no's in chat, which doesn't surprise me. Is everyone familiar with the Legend of Zelda CDI games? So, a long time ago, before Nintendo had like all its licensing stuff nailed down, they released, or they granted permission for some CDI games to be made. I know a fair few people know about this, but just for the people who don't, it's worth just taking a look. And these CDI games were 2D platformers that have some of the most infamous video game cutscenes of all time. These are official licensed Nintendo games.
Sure is boring around here.
My boy, this peace is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Koridai.
How can we help?
It is written, only Link can defeat Ganon.
Great! I'll grab my stuff!
There is no time. Your sword is enough.
How about a kiss? For luck?
You've got to be kidding.
Squadala, we are off!
Squadala, we are off! I love that line.
These are the faces of evil. You...
Look at Link's face here.
Squadala, we are off!
Wow! What are all those heads?
That is how I feel all the fucking time. That is just my entire existence.
These are the faces of evil. You must conquer each.
I guess I'd better get going.
Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
I love this guy.
Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.
Help! Ganon froze the fountain. I'm stuck.
Okay. So, like, you have these videos. This is what the actual game looks like.
On the map. I'll show you how. First, move the Triforce to pick a place on the map.
Okay, so they're like these weird
Click
2D
button 1
games.
to slash at the enemy.
They're kind of nightmares.
When you get the power sword, button 1 makes it shoot.
If you want a good video essay on these, Madular has a fantastic video on the Wand of Gamelon, the Zelda, and I think the Zelda: The Faces of Doom, the CDI games. They are nightmare games. They are so fucking weird and strange, and I don't know how or why they exist. And the Jewel of Faramore is a spiritual sequel to those games. Some fucking lunatic made a spiritual sequel to the Zelda CDI games, and I just fucking had to show them on stream. It is so awful and amazing, and it's an abomination, and it shouldn't exist, but it's one of the coolest things that came out this year, okay? And that was a drug-fueled nightmare of insanity. Oh, just you wait. Oh.
The kingdom of Faramore knew peace for an age. A beautiful, bountiful land. It has been ruled by the royal Rockland family for generations.
Okay, this is the intro cutscene, and my problem with this cutscene is that the art is too good.
Evil demon lord Daimer, who amassed an army of evil in an effort to conquer the land and plunge it into eternal darkness. Driven by greed and power, several defected to Daimer's cause, like Duke Nodelki, lord of the island nation of Amalog. Long battles ensued.
No, this is too good. We need to get into the main stuff here. Someone asking, is this my full-time job now? If you mean YouTube in general, YouTube has been my full-time job for 7 years. If you're asking about streaming, no. Streaming is something I do on a Friday night to kind of unwind. I am still a full-time video essay person. It's just, the new video is just taking a minute. It'll be good, I promise. You know what? Let's go new game.
10 years of scrubbing floors! Finding these jewel shards was no easy task, but now...
Long last, I have returned! Nodelki, for freeing me, I offer you power.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
In exchange for thy soul.
Of course, Master.
Very good. Henceforth, you'll have the power to crush your foes in my name. Now, on to other matters. Master! My trusted servants, I am pleased you've not forgotten me. Take each of these shards and guard it with your life, so that I may never be imprisoned again. My revenge will be unforgiving. The punishment will be eternal. This kingdom will be mine!
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Your Majesty! Our worst fears have come true! Daimer and his minions have returned!
That's impossible! What about the Jewel of Faramore?
Oh, our vigilance waned. The jewel shards are with the enemy.
Easy.
Rustage, thanks so much for the subscriptions, boy. We appreciate it.
That old book, right?
If only. Dark fog has enveloped the land. It prevents our approach. Your eyes cannot see daylight out there.
What about the sacred beacons? They weakened Daimer before.
I'm afraid that due to complacency, they've been left unlit.
Impossible. A withering? Here? Impossible. A withering?
Oh well, what can we do?
Well, as you know, only a member of the royal family can rekindle the beacons.
I'm ready.
Well, I'm not.
Another issue. My scouts report sightings of dark tapestries that impede critical paths.
Oh, not a problem. My ancestors hid sacred candles throughout the kingdom that can burn these tapestries.
That settles it then. Another fun adventure for me to stay out of.
Where must I go?
I've placed teleportation scrolls throughout the kingdom that you may use, so long as the dark fog around them has been dispelled.
I'll be leaving then.
Good luck!
Get back before dinner!
Be safe, my daughter.
Want to defeat Dimer? Let's get started. Move left or right to start running.
It is. I want to be clear here. If it sounds like I'm like, I can't believe someone made a shit game like this, this is incredible. This is so good. I am. When I say it's fucking unbelievable, I am shocked it exists. It should not. It just should not exist in any way. And I've actually played through like a little bit of the game so far, and the platforming shit is actually pretty solid. Like, it's an enjoyable enough game to play. And you know what? The music kinda rules. Listen to that music, so good. And like, okay, so this is the thing. I feel like they could have gone with a kind of like piss-takey version of this. Like, they could have had a bunch of like stupid jokes in it or something. They play it so straight. They don't try and do anything that the like original CDI games didn't do. They are happy to just play it at that level, and they really understand, like, okay, like, here's the thing with the CDI games. At some point, you can say those games are like bad or whatever, and I'm sure to play they're kind of miserable, but you have to acknowledge now they're kind of special. You know, because they never went away. Like, they were, that people remembered them, people made jokes about them. They didn't, think of all the video games that get forgotten. Those games didn't, and they didn't because they're kind of weird and cool, and there's nothing else like them. And for someone to make a game like this and to recreate that charm, that's genuinely to be admired. Like, it's an actually really cool thing. So, this is a kind of, this game for me is a real chill out before bed kind of game. It reminds me a lot of old Super Nintendo games that I used to like rent out when I was a kid, and so I like that about it. But I genuinely just think like, it's actually a very skillfully done version of what it is. It's really chill, it's really fun, and I want to just show a little bit of it to you guys, because I think some of you are really gonna enjoy what this game's putting down. I'm wasting bombs, but that's fine. Is this on PC? Yeah, as far as I know, this is only on Steam. I am playing with a controller right now, which is why you can't hear the keyboard, because my fingers are broken. Oh, I fucking love this guy, okay? This guy was when I was like, oh, this game rules.
They finally sent someone to kill me. Alright, make it snappy. I'm sure you got places to go, other people to kill.
No. Who would do that?
Oh, my name is Cypress. I want to move into town, but the mayor thinks I'm a monster man.
I don't think that.
Really? You don't think I'm a disgusting rabid mutt? You think you can convince the mayor to let me move in then, and stop thinking I'm the wolf among us? If you do, this old lantern is yours.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's just so fucking weird. Like, I will say the platforming isn't, like, amazing. Like, there's nothing in it that's particularly, you know, innovative or anything. But it doesn't... When it's recreating something this fucking strange, it doesn't need to be innovative. Like, this is a vibes game. This is, like, the definition of a vibes game. And I am so... Oh, bollocks. I am so deeply enamored with it. It just makes me happy. It just makes me happy that an abomination like this exists. I forget, sorry to whoever said it in the chat, but someone was saying that a lot of the staff from the original CDI games worked on this, and I would believe that 100% because they just nailed the vibe so particularly. So the structure of the game is really weird because it's a bit like an old Metroid game, except it's not an interconnected world. It's you going back and forth to different levels with different items that are slowly opening up more paths on those levels. It's pretty chill. Like, it's pretty just kind of... Progress is never too difficult. You never spend too long wondering what you should do. And it's just kind of a fun one. Little things that add extra touch to, like how the animation disappears just a little too early, or how the animation is missing a very specific amount of frames. Jhet33, I totally agree. Like, the way the conversation with that wolf just fucking cuts off is really something.
Golly! It's Arzette!
This guy is such a fucking asshole. I love him.
I doubt the rest will be that easy. Any new info?
Indeed. My scouts have reported blockades enchanted with color magic.
How am I supposed to get through them?
You'll need a tool that can fire magic of the same color.
Great. Something else I have to find.
Careful, Arzy! Don't get red in the face!
What the fuck is he?
Ugh, tell me there's only one color to deal with.
To my knowledge, there are 3 types of color magic.
Don't look so blue, princess!
I'm going back now.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Tengu Gemini, it's a bit like some of the Shantae games. I see why you'd say that. Especially like Arzette's design is a little Shantae-ish, but they are very different games.
Mayor, please grant Cypress Town citizenship.
That's the wolf.
That beastly brute. That snivelly hound. Here in my Pulchra Demon? Never!
You know, my smart sword doesn't hurt friendly folks. You're not being very friendly.
Citizenship to Mr. Cypress granted. Ahoy hoy!
Okay.
I declare this the safest place in the land, and rabble-rousers and mischief-makers have no quarter with me.
The Crown is ever grateful for your service. Anything to report?
Rumors speak of strange scrolls that allow you to teleport to special areas.
Special areas?
Places that test your mettle and reward you with riches. Oh, if I could teleport, I'd find these scrolls and... Halt, ne'er-do-weller!
So, here's something that's kind of different to the CDI games. Arzette herself is actually just kind of cool. Like, she's just sort of a rad dude. She's not, like, weird or anything, but I kind of like that about her, because she herself's cool, but it lets everyone else be so much fucking weirder, like this person.
Oh, Your Grace.
At ease, Univore. Did I surprise you?
The good kind of surprise. Not like running out of supplies. You don't want to be caught without a bomb in a hard place.
I'll remember that. Keep up the good work.
Yes, Princess. I surely... No!
She's the straight man for sure, totally.
Hey, want one on the house, Princess?
No, thank you. Say, that's a smith's anvil behind you, isn't it?
Ah, yes. I was a great blacksmith in a past life. I dreamed of forging the ultimate weapon. But alas, those days are gone.
Wispy36, I'm 17, it's 1 a.m, this is on Adult Swim. Absolutely.
This dream weapon needs refined chains and sacred oil. Problem is, they're impossible to get.
Makoto1533, Zelda in the Wand of Gamelon is badass. Oh, maybe, okay, that makes sense.
About the chains. I'd go investigate it myself, but you know, I am but a mere small, timid man. A great big muscular warrior is what we need.
Well, I'll get the oil and find the chains for you.
You know,
I also love
yes, but you're not
Arzette's
asking.
voice acting.
I will
think
do
it's
this.
genuinely
Anything
like really
else?
charming.
Oh,
and
here's the
endearing.
key to the dungeon with the oil. Good luck with that. My only tip is to help folks in need. That'll probably steer you on the right path.
Oh, I think this woman's a bit of a mess.
You got an eye for beauty, don't you?
I suppose.
I lost my husband in the war. He was turned into a creature, got bombed. Boom! Shook the whole room, I tell you. He never gave me the jewelry I wanted. Bring me something starry, will ya? In return, I have something to quench your thirst.
Oh, I don't know about her, chat. I really don't know about her.
Hey, look, everyone!
Jesus.
It's the princess!
I'm pretty sure they can see me.
Yeah, but you always gotta be mindful of what's around you. If you see anything nasty coming your way, you gotta knock it away with your weapon.
I love it. Chat, if you cannot tell, I absolutely adore this game. It is just a wonderful piece of art. You know, there's a lot of talk about game industry budgets ballooning and whatnot. Why are we trying so hard? Look at this rat man! Look at how great he is!
Right. Apologies for the hole.
Oh, no worries about that. I could use a little sunshine in here anyway. If you dig it further down, maybe I can finally get some plumbing in here too. You know, an adventurer has got to explore all curiosities.
Curiosities?
Yeah, cracked walls, strange spaces. Investigate them. Of course, you don't seem to be afraid of throwing those bombs. I once even heard of a hero finding a cooked turkey leg in a wall. Oh, seasoned to perfection, the legend says. Yeah, you might
So
even
they
find
make the
a few
Castlevania
coins
reference,
hidden
and it's
away
kind of like, yeah, okay. And then he says,
Keep your
seasoned
eyes
to perfection, they
peeled
says,
here.
and it actually
Thanks.
becomes funny.
I'll do my best.
That's the spirit.
If the Arzette devs ever see this and would like some free voice acting for literally any character they want, they can get in contact, and I will be more than happy to do it. I am just a big supporter of everything this game is.
Isn't the world just so bleak?
I wouldn't say that.
It is! Oh, I resolve to see all colors. Not just what these puny eyes can show me.
Oh, me too,
I
brother.
will alchemize these shrimp goggles. You'll see. Or, rather, I'll see.
Oh, delightful. There's already so many impeccable characters so far. Wes95, that just keeps going. I have not every character I encounter, I'm just like, this person's amazing. I love this. Now we gotta go and let the wolf know that he has been accepted into society. This video is absolutely getting a favorite things section. This game, I am in awe of it. And like, it's not like the greatest platformer. It doesn't feel half bad to control. It is doing everything it wants to do well. That's a little like challenge map over there. I'm not gonna go do it because this isn't my main playthrough of this game. Those tree lads are real bastards if you let them see. But it's okay because we're here.
I'm looking at the newest citizen of Fairmore Town.
Really? I can't believe it! Thanks! Oh, right! Have a lantern. See you around, kiddo!
So this is basically like the cycle of this game. You do things for people, then you get items, and that lets you do more shit in the map. Compared to Zelda CDI games, this platforming is incredible. I remember there being so many impossible instant death jumps in them. Yeah, the platforming here is like perfectly functional. It feels like the attack to hit enemies feels good, like there's kind of a nice weight to it and stuff. So none of it's bad. But that's like the thing about a game like this. Ah shit, you have to be like I think the people making it are genuinely really, really skillful in how they have captured everything about this, but not made it a nightmare to play. Okay, these lads' projectiles can be kind of fast, so you have to be careful. Oh. Can she parry a nuke? RZ could definitely parry a nuke, absolutely. Let's go back to the village and buy some lamp oil. And perhaps a few bombs. One more each. These characters would be great for a group cosplay. So you would cosplay these characters and no one would know what you're doing except like a couple of people who would lose their fucking minds. Which means it would be totally worth it.
A cave system's nearby. Throw a bomb and you'll be spelunking in no time.
I'll take a look.
Not so fast. If you run out of light, you might not make it back. Take this. If you use rope in dark places, you'll escape back.
Haha, that's so fucking weird.
I appreciate it.
Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so we go into our menu and we use our lamp, and that's what lets us see down here. Oh shit. I really want to play that game out, Pacific Drive, at the moment. The one where you play it in like the haunted car or something. I think that seems really rad, and I'm not usually a car person, but there's basically, I heard one thing about it, and that had me completely like, oh, I want to play this game badly. And it's basically like, you set up your car to basically, like, go driving in this condemned ghost zone, but, oh, look at that snail! Oh, I wonder is that an enemy or an NPC? Oh, I wish we could get to him. And you can get out of your car, but if you do, the ghost zone is going to murder you alive. Shit. Magic ring protects against projectiles. Used to hold. Cool. Super iPad 12, are you familiar with Mandalore Gaming? He's reviewed some great retro games. I am familiar with Mandalore Gaming. I have watched a fair few of his videos. I really, really like them. I think I find myself watching a lot of Mandalore's videos in the bath. Couldn't tell you why, but I think I just find his general vibe very relaxing. We are like, I am 1 degree of separation away from him in about 8 different directions. I know like 8 people who know him, but me and him have never crossed paths. I'm sure we will at some point. He seems lovely. But yeah, Mandalore Gaming is really good. He does basically a lot of just really chilled, relaxed videos about like really fucking weird, really weird retro PC games a lot of the time. And some of them are just, they are like this game, but they are unironic, put it that way. Good YouTuber to sleep to. Yeah, I would agree with that, with the caveat that I have also, that's not an insult, because I have been described as a good YouTuber to sleep to so many times, and I always appreciate it when people say that, because I know exactly what they mean. Oh, I think the fairy that I wanted to reach is here. Or is she? Yes, she is. Oh. Okay, chat, this fairy might be my favorite NPC so far.
Thank you for releasing me, dear. Allow me to heal you.
All right.
As a reward, how about some fairy dust?
No, thanks.
Oh, I insist. Enjoy!
Just deeply, deeply unsettling. Oh, shit. Yeah, those guys are invincible. You can find a magic gun to shoot them, and they are not invincible. The fairy just seems like it's lined with fentanyl. Yeah, it absolutely is. Like, that fairy is magic. She absolutely is a supernatural being with magical powers. She also has drug dependency issues, and I don't think that there can be any denial of that. How's Jiu-Jitsu class been? Other than breaking my finger, pretty good. Landed 2 Darcy chokes last week, which I was really happy about because I have been steadily building up my Darcy choke, and I think it's getting to the point now where it's proper effective. I think when you really get used to a move, it's like, okay, if someone attacked me, I would use this, and I think I'm at that point with the Darcy choke, and that makes me really happy. So these are those sacred banners that we were taught that the guy was talking about. Basically, you have to collect sacred flames to burn them, and then they open up new areas and stuff. Sajam announced the roster for his upcoming streamer Tekken tournament. Did you consider participating in it? So I don't know who Sajam. I wasn't familiar with him before this. I did at him, but the general vibe I got from people in the replies was like, no, this is a tournament for people who like have never really played Tekken before. And so I was like, okay, fair enough. So yeah, I totally would have gone for it, but I think it was like a real amateur tournament, and like I'm not like I wouldn't describe myself as like competitive in Tekken, but like I've been playing Tekken for like 20 years, and I'm not bad at it either, so I think that might have been I think that maybe just wouldn't have been a great fit. I'm one of those tragic people who I am better than everyone I know in real life at fighting games while not being good enough to place in tournaments. Although I guess we'll see. I mean, I am hopefully competing in a fighting game tournament next week, and we're gonna find out. Also, there were like 90 entrants for 20 spots. He was pretty surprised by the amount of interest. I thought it was a really cool idea. Like, I think something like that could do a lot to get more people into fighting games, and like, you know, people, especially like streamers who don't play. Super iPad 12 at EVO 2024. Not impossible. I would consider going to EVO. It's just kind of, it sort of depends how this year goes, because basically, right now me and Michelle are looking for a house, and if you've ever had the mispleasure of like buying a house, it kind of just takes up everything. It becomes your life. And I don't want to plan too many trips until I know what the deal is there. Just buy a house, smiley face. So we were sale agreed on a house for 10 weeks. It was this beautiful house, really, really nice, really good price for the amount of space in the area. I was in love with this fucking house. I was so happy with it, and like the amount we were paying, like we could afford, and it would leave us plenty of money left over to buy furniture and all that kind of shit. And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And then we got like the sellers, I guess, what was meant to be a survey report, but nearly the entire house was exempt from the report. So all it really was basically a piece of paper that said, at some point, an architect stepped foot in this house. And I was like, oh, that seems weird. So then anyway, our solicitor took a look at it, and she was like, I have never seen anything like this. That is bizarre. And so we got our own surveyor to take a look at it, and he was like, okay, this part of the house is okay, and this part of the house is okay. This part of the house is completely fucked. And so I was like, okay, but I really love this house. I was like, I want this house. The attic, it had like a converted attic, so basically, you know, chat, my dream of setting up, oh god damn it, I completely missed that. My dream of having like an actual nice stream room, I was going to turn that entire attic just into a giant stream room. Well, not a stream room, like a studio, you know? And, so I didn't want to give up on the house, so I went back to them and I was like, listen, you didn't let us know that basically a bunch of this shit isn't up to code, and what it meant basically was the bank was going to give me less money for the house. And so that means that I could still afford it, but like if it wasn't going to be like a really bad deal, I was going to need the seller to come down in price. So I went to them and they were like, okay, well, how much do you want to negotiate? And the number that the surveyor gave me was 40 grand. He was like, it will take 40 grand to bring this house like up to spec. And I was like, fucking hell, okay. And so I went to them and I gave them that number, and they were like, well, we disagree. We think it's a great house. And it was like, wait, what? And they were like, yeah, but you know what? Tell you what, as a gesture of goodwill, we'll knock 5 grand off the price. And I was like, oh, fuck. And so, like, I started really, like, you know, counting my money and being like, okay, I really want this house. Can I make all this work? You know, like, can I get enough money together to actually buy this house and just repair it myself? Because there's so much I like about this house. So I did that. I kind of looked at it and I was like, I think I can just about make this work if I live the next year real fucking tight. So I go back, and then my lawyer is like, this house is in such a bad state, I can't sign for it. And at this point, Michelle's like, John, I think this is like a bad idea. I think we should not buy this house. I think this seems like a property for lunatics. And I was real like, no, we can make it work. We can make it work. And I was getting so stressed about it. And then one day, me and Michelle are there, and we're watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I just kind of think to myself, man, it'd be such a relief if I didn't have to buy this fucking house. I just felt like this lump in my chest just release about the whole fucking thing. And I phoned Scylla the next morning and I was just like, I'm pulling out of this deal. Like, this is fucking insane. Like, you are not. Oh, they also refused. So when they initially said no to the first survey, I was like, okay, cool. Why don't we get an independent third party and get them to look at the house, and then we can just agree to go by whatever price they say. And they were like, no, we're not doing that. And it was just fucking ridiculous. So we pulled out anyway, and it sucks because that whole process was like, it was 10 weeks, you know what I mean? It was 10 weeks of thinking that we were going to move into this house, and now we're basically back at the start. But it's like, I am glad because it didn't destroy me financially, you know, because I think I was just getting kind of... When I want something, I get real like, I will let nothing stop me, no matter how destructive it is to anything else in my life. Yeah, it was tough. But like, you know, shit happens. You lose your house, you break your finger, but then RZ comes out and everything's alright, because it's a stupid game that you love.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's just a little bow weapon that can shoot magic. Thing is, I need fairy dust to get it working, but I can't find any fairies anymore. Oh, quel dommage. What about you, child?
Nope, but I'll keep a lookout for them.
Ah,
Arzette, you just lied.
I hear fairies hide in the desert. If you bring some of their dust, I get this arm working.
Like when you bought Adele. Yeah, I think the unfortunate part is that if I had bought this house, it may have resulted in a video of a similar vein to the Dell video.
I found some fairy dust.
Oh, terrific.
Imagine if I lived inside my Dell. That's what it would have been.
I call it le intelligent gun.
The intelligent gun!
Magique. Like your sword, it only hurts unfriendly creatures. Here, you can have it, mon princess.
Wow, thanks.
Oh, almost forgot. The gun's powered by souls. Anytime you slay an enemy, look for its feu de lame. It's soul fire. Here's 50 souls to start.
I love that she's like freaked out.
Thanks.
Bonne chance, princess. Now to my next invention.
I think we can make a correlation between this house and the 4 Makima statues if we dig deep enough. You know what? That's a part of my psychology that we're just gonna leave right there. But
May I?
Of course.
It's beautiful.
A vast universe, but our world is a speck.
Puts it all into perspective, huh?
Your interest has made my day. As a gift, take some cosmic jewelry, courtesy of
we
the
can take that to the Star Woman.
Almost as bright as you, Odie.
Ah.
That pose was so just beautiful. I already 100%ed this game and absolutely loved it from Sir Laguna. I am definitely going to beat this game. I adore everything it's doing.
Oh, you're a doll! They're so perfect! Ooh! As promised, a hero gave me this canteen. Drink from it, and it'll renew your spirits. Ta-ta!
She's so cool. She does look killer with those earrings, in fairness. What's the housing market in general like for you right now? Dublin is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live. It is... property-wise, it's a fucking nightmare. Like, you should see some of the shit that property owners try and pass off as, like, a decent property. It is borderline criminal. But I think that was, like, the 4th house I looked at, and I was getting real, like, oh, I'm just gonna bulldoze this whole thing, and I'm just gonna put all my money into this and not have to deal with a bunch of crazy bullshit. That is not my tactic now. Now my tactic is take my time and don't get insane. Because I absolutely got obsessive. I got insane about that house. I don't know if you have noticed this, chat, but sometimes I will get obsessive about things in a way that isn't super healthy. And this was absolutely that. It is my strength, and it is also my weakness. Just so you know, that Tommy Tallarico's house is for sale. I am aware that Tommy Tallarico's house is for sale. What? You're obsessive? How? Well, the hour and 40-minute video on video games that don't exist is... well, it's probably one sign. I love my house, but buying it stole a portion of my soul. We ended up exchanging and completing and moving. We ended up exchanging and completing and moving same day. Oh, hysterical Dame, I am so sorry.
Any news?
The forces of evil underestimated your prowess. I believe they may fear you.
Found out we were
Well, they can join the club.
Where's my father?
His Majesty requests your presence.
Oh boy!
Alone!
Father?
Ah, I'd hoped to see you, Arzette. I'm not long for this world.
What?
It'll soon be up to you to lead Faramore.
Don't talk that way. Even if it were true, I can't lead a kingdom.
You can, Arzette.
We'll lead this kingdom through its best days. I'm certain of it.
I must return to my quest. Goodbye, Father.
Oh. No, it got sad. Let's go to the swamp. Actually, yeah, I want to catch up on that comment. Found it that we were definitely buying the house while loading the moving van. Absolutely relate to the unhealthy. Yeah. I have 2 sets of friends, both of whom bought a house in the last year, and both of them it was like a soul-draining ordeal. And so I'm gonna, from this point on, I am going to try and be healthier about it. I have a little sticky note below my desk, that's below my monitor, that says videos are not everything, because last year I destroyed my life again with making videos. I think I'm gonna put a little sticky note that says houses are not everything, because they're not. But yeah, they will absolutely take everything you got. This looks like those goofy Zelda games. Navi 2Nex, this is a spiritual sequel to those goofy Zelda games. Like, that is 100% what the creators of these games was trying to do. Oh, I bet this guy's gonna fucking rule!
It's good to be with a fellow member of high society.
Indubitably. Would you mind stepping aside?
Regrettably, my considerable hunger must be satiated prior to discussing any moving arrangements. Alas, I won't accept commoner food. I require fine dining. Perhaps situated under a forest rock? You understand, hmm?
Clear as mud.
So chat, like, Game of the Year? Game of the Year? We feeling Game of the Year on this one? I think so. I can't believe this is the second strangest game we're gonna play on stream. I think I remember where that is. Oh, why is the forest music so rocking? The game fan, would Persona 3 okay, so absolutely zero hate Persona 3 fan, or a game fan. Would you honestly say Persona 3 Reloaded, a remake of a game that came out 15 years ago, is the best game that's going to come out this year? I don't know about that, dude. This game looks kind of cool. This game is kind of cool. Like, this is what I've been saying this whole stream. I am not playing this game for, like, meme points. I am playing this game because I love it. I think it's great. Zachary Jack, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for me so far. I am really looking forward to just, like, to vibing with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I gotta say. I worry about, like, I feel like if I don't know anything about what it does, or, like, you know, especially with how the game ends with the death of Aerith, which is, you know, obviously what they have said they're ending the game with. Whatever they do with that, I don't know. I have such I got a feeling so complicated about the Final Fantasy VII remakes, chat. Is everyone fucking pumped for my video about the Final Fantasy VII remakes coming in 2028? Cause I am. It's gonna be a banger video. I'm pumped, alright. This food is fit for frog royalty. Now let's go back to the frog. Oh, you know something else I'm really pumped to play? I just found out that Pseudo Regalia got its map update. I thought that game seemed awesome. I just couldn't navigate it for the fucking life of me. So I'm really excited to play more Pseudo Regalia. For those unfamiliar, that is a kind of sort of N64-like platformer, but like just controls so beautifully.
They say, bon appetit. Exquisite. Quite. Now I shall partake in a stroll.
After playing some of the remakes came out, I realized I prefer the super nonsense different shit they're going for with Final Fantasy over an attempt at being faithful. Yeah, like, I have a lot of respect for what they're doing with the Final Fantasy VII remake. I really did not like the ladder. Did you see that, chat? What an advanced piece of tech right there. I really did not like the storytelling in the last quarter of remake. I just thought it ended up just being a bunch of weird garbage, honestly. I have more complicated feelings than calling it weird garbage. I'm not like, it's just weird. I thought, like, a lot of what they were doing conceptually was really cool. I thought the execution was goddamn awful and really, really bad. But I don't know. Look, I like Tifa. I like Aerith. I like hanging out with those guys. I'm probably going to really enjoy a lot of my time with Rebirth. But yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I think me and little wolf wife are gonna watch some Fiona and Cake. I think we're gonna order some breakfast, and I think we're gonna play some Final Fantasy Rebirth. And I could not be more excited. I'm so sick of the waifu shit. Those games are very waifu-y. I don't hate it, but I also think I am the target of that. So I respect your malice. I cannot join you on it. Wow. Oh, please let that be an NPC. Please, please play an animated cutscene with this thing when I hit it. Please don't let it die. Please be an NPC.
What a pretty garden.
Oh, you're too kind, lady. Too bad I can't plant anymore. Me darn shovel broke.
Don't worry. I'll find you a new one.
Oh, gosh.
That was everything I dreamed. So chat, let me ask you, has there been a single NPC in this game so far that has not hit? That they're all just sweet little angels, except when they suck, but when they suck, they're even better. So like every time I go indoors in this game, I get excited because like, oh, that was such a, that blue balls chat, and NPC, weird NPC blue balls there. Hell yeah. Oh no! Father!
Father!
Ah, Arzette. I'm glad you're here.
What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing, my daughter. It's simply the end of my journey. I'm going to meet my ancestors.
Oh no!
Don't cry, Arzette. I've lived a long, fortunate life. I have no regrets. Rogram, your service to the kingdom pales only to our friendship.
Oh.
Dale, I'm glad you're here. Arzette, you're Faramore's future and the best part of my life. I love you.
I love you too, Father. I will do more than defeat Daimer's evil. I'll end it for good.
Her dad died! Oh shit! Okay. Wow. Oh man, we got some new zones. Okay, I want to check out the beach and then I think we're gonna play some Millbleed. Look at that guy! Look at him! That's the sound he would make. Look at how chill this background is. It's beautiful. Dang. Okay, I want one more NPC encounter, and then we'll move on to Illbleed. Ocean Vegas, sick music for after your dad dies. Oh. God damn it. Oh, please, please let us meet like a pirate or something. Oh, who's gonna be in the submarine? It's just a bunch of bad guys. Yeah, I'm gonna say this this environment feels maybe a little out of step with the rest of the magical world of RZ, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. RZ can be whatever it wants. It's just a beautiful, amazing game, and we all are lucky to exist in a time that it came out. I am being completely unironic when I say every bit of that, chat. Please do not misinterpret any of this for any kind of false appreciation. This is the best thing ever. All my homies love RZ. It's true. It's true. I wonder if this will get a sequel. Okay, okay. Oh, this NPC looks good. Okay, let's see what she's got to say.
For 50 years, I've churned this brew, but I'm missing something.
What, like fairy dust?
No, silly girl. Ogre hair. Just one strand and it'll be complete.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, chat. Listen, RZ and the Jewel of Faramore, please go support this game. Please, even just for the final gamer, please buy a copy of this game so that the people who made it make more of it, or just make more of whatever their depraved minds can think up. I love this game. I promise it's a super chill time. You know what? You know what, chat? While we're chilling stuff, eyepatchwolves.com. Get your 0-day hoodie today. If you're watching the Twitch stream, don't go buy this right now because I'm just about to switch it over to a better, comfier manufacturer. But if you're watching the YouTube thing, this is now the most fucking comfortable hoodie you will ever wear. I promise. It is delicious. It is so soft. This is what I am going to eat breakfast in tomorrow because it's just so fucking nice to wear. I swear to God, you will order it, you will take it out, and you'll be like, that motherfucker was not exaggerating one goddamn bit. eyepatchwolves.com. Thank you very much to everyone who has already purchased a bunch of stuff. I appreciate it.